Of all the frustrations we Sri Lankans are going through these days, one of the biggest things is අපි අර පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන් අපිට කියලා තියෙන මේ කතාව, that narrative හොඳට ඉගෙන ගත්තොත්, හොඳ ජොබ් එකක් හොයාගත්තොත්, that you can live a happy life. දැනට අපිට තේරෙනවා that for us now this is not practical. එතකොට අර කන්න නෑ, ගෑස් නෑ, කිරිපිටි නෑ, ඒ දේවල් එක්කම අපේ හිත ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා මම මොන වරදක්ද මේ කරලා තියෙන්නේ. I have not done anything wrong, but right now I'm suffering. And that is one of the biggest frustrations that's eating at the back of the head of every single Sri Lankan right now. එතකොට මේ ආතතියෙන් ඉද්දී ගොඩාක් හැඟීම් එනවා, and all these thoughts that come to your head. මොනා කරන්නද, මේක තව ඉවසන්නේ කොහොමද, type of things. And I think that one of the ways that we need to try to help each other is in the conversations we have. So I'm going to try and, from the perspective of a certified transformative coach, talk about 3 very simple things that we can do to help each other as we are going around in this process. Now, these are merely suggestions. Samarak katira වැඩ කරයි, samarak katira වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ, but it's entirely up to you to decide how you want to use it. Number 1, we really need to stop comparing how we are suffering, how we are protesting, how we are fighting back, how we are coping. මොකද මිනිස්සු විවිධාකාරයි, අපි ඒක දන්නවා, right? එතකොට අරගලයට මිනිස්සු සහභාගී වෙන විදි වෙනස්. එතකොට මිනිස්සු තමාගේ මානසික ආතතිය අඩු කරගන්න, how they cope with stress is all different. Now, we can't spend time finding fault with ඔයා මේකට රියැක්ට් කරන්නේ මම රියැක්ට් කරන විදිහ අනුව නෙමෙයි, therefore you must be wrong. Right? මොකද එකම ගමනාන්තය දක්වා අපිට විවිධාකාර පාරවල් වලින් යන්න පුළුවන්. Like we can go to the same destination from different routes. So instead of finding fault in terms of how different people are protesting, maybe one of the things we should do is have conversations to make sure that we're all on the same page. What is that page? Obviously, go home quota. Obviously, create accountability for the leaders we have appointed, and in the future, create more intelligent leaders. Right? So in this process, තව පැත්තක් තමයි මේ මානසික ආතතිය, මේ ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකේදී people cope with it different ways. So there might be people who decide to spend time with family. There might be people who decide to do other things. අර නිකන් බලද්දී අපිට පේන්නේ මේ මිනිස්සු ආතල් ගන්නවනේ, but we don't know, right? අපි දන්නේ නැහැ ඒගොල්ලෝගේ background එක, back end එක කොහොමද කියලා. So one of the main things is to stop comparing, but instead start having conversations to make sure අපි තාම යන්නේ එකම ඉලක්කය කරාද කියලා. That is number 1. And number 2, stop telling people to think positively and deal with it somehow. ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ නෝවම තමයි ඔය think positively කියන දේ මිනිස්සුන්ට කියන්න එපා. The reason is, in order to think positively, you need to be in some position of privilege, because අර කන්න නැති එදා වේල කොහෙන්ද අපිට පොඩි එකාට කිරි දෙන්න නැති මිනිස්සෙක්ට, they are in a different world. We're all in different, like, so you can't spend time telling someone කොහොම හරි අපේ ප්‍රශ්න එනවා තමයි සමහරක් කට්ටියට උඹට වඩා අවුලක් තියෙනවා. Those are not the conversations we're having, right? So next time somebody is deciding to share their frustrations with you, or even complain, or even if it's things that you have heard before, සමහර විට ඒ මනුස්සයට ඒක කියන එකත් it's a help. මොකද අර හිත ඇතුලේ මේ තියෙන එක පොඩ්ඩක් එළියට දාගන්න එක is a help, right? Sometimes you don't need to offer solutions. Sometimes you just need to bloody listen. And I know sometimes it's hard for the person listening also. මොකද හැරෙන තැන එන්නේ ඒවමයි. But if we are not going to listen to each other, if we are not going to help each other in that way, අර නිකන් පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරමු මං අහන් ඉන්නම් හරි, what else is there that's left? So this aspect of being able to think positive is a phrase I really hate. And also අඩුම ගානේ අඳින්න ඇඳුම් කන්න කෑම ඒ දේවල් තියෙන්න බෑ positive scene එකට යන්න කලින්, right? So don't tell people that, but instead try and be empathetic, අර පොඩ්ඩක් සානුකම්පිත වෙන්න, and try and listen to what's weighing on their mind. මොකද සමහරක් වෙලට මිනිස්සුන්ට outlet එකක් නැහැ. ඔය තමාට කතා කරන එක විතරක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ outlet එක. Number 3, තරහ ගන්න එපා මිනිස්සුත් එක්ක if they don't take your advice. If they choose, you try to help them, but they're choosing to use it in a way that's comfortable for them. අර කලින් කිව්වා වගේ මිනිස්සු විවිධාකාරයි. So ඒ advice එක process කරන විදිය වෙනස්, ඊට පස්සේ act කරන විදිය වෙනස්, react කරන විදිය වෙනස්. So we can't get frustrated with people, because everybody is different, and that's a unique thing about being Sri Lankan with all this diversity that we have. So avoid getting that short fuse. මොකද අපි හැමෝම ඉන්නේ මේ short fuse එකක. So create more space, create more mental space. අර හැමෝම ඉන්නේ ඔන්න මෙන්න scene එකේනේ. So we need to create more space with ourselves and other people as well. You're snapping quicker, you're getting angry quicker for simple things earlier නිකන් shape scene ටිකට දැන් අපි ඉක්මනින් තරහ යනවා. So we can't get frustrated with people, right? Because it's not us versus us. It is us versus them, and them are these stupid leaders who are deciding to do stupid shit. So the bottom line in all of this is that for a lot of people, the idea that they have built their life on is crumbling. මම ඉගෙන ගත්තා, මම රස්සාවක් හොයාගත්තා, නැත්නම් මම බිස්නස් එකක් පටන් ගත්තා. ඒත් කොහොමද නෑ? So it's crumbling. So it's so difficult to handle. මේක මම විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ, අපි හැමෝම is something we're all going through. So usually මිනිසුන්ට අර අල්ලන් ඉන්න පුළුවන් if they see a light at the end of the tunnel, but unfortunately there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel. But we have each other at least, and it's not an excuse, but we need to help in the time we can. Check your privilege, every single person. See, I'm not saying that you all are not doing these things, we are not doing these things, but we're doing it in different ways. Let's just try and do more, let's try and help more, let's try and be more vocal in terms of how we can show each other that we are there for each other. Because at the end of the day, we really don't have any other choice. So let's be more patient, let's try to create more space, and let's see where this goes.